Good morning, students. Today we are going to see 1.4 Revathi's musical plants, extract number 3, lines 61 to 94. Students, now I would like to read extract loudly. You have to listen very carefully. Revathi's grief knew no bounds. Knew no bounds, it is a phrase. The meaning of this phrase is have no limits. She went around asking every one of her neighbors, but no one had been anywhere near the pot of plants. She could not lodge a complaint for a pot of plants. She felt as though everything was lost. She did not mind not getting the prize, but she really missed her plants. She had grown very fond of them. They were her friends who enjoyed her music. That evening, all her friends were going to the prize distribution ceremony. Ceremony means formal occasion or program. She did not want to attend, but her friends forced her to. After reaching the place, she went to the benches where the potted plants were displayed. Revathi was shocked. There was her pot of plants on a bench with the name of a distant neighbor of hers as the competitor, written on a small piece of cardboard and placed in the soil. She knew it was her pot of plants. She went to the organizers of the show and told them about it. The organizers were not convinced. They said, "How can you prove that the plants are yours? The lady who submitted them is a regular participant. Participant means a person who takes part in something. How can we doubt her?" Revathi wondered how to convince. To convince means to persuade. How to convince them? She sat there for a minute looking at the plants. The sight of the plants bending towards her while she played her violin flashed across her. Flashed means passed very quickly. She told the organizers that she could prove the plants were hers. She ran home. When she returned a few minutes later with her violin in, they started laughing. But their ridicule means mock, did not deter means discourage. But their ridicule did not deter her from the mission. She told them, "I know my plants and I share a secret with them. My plants are music lovers like me, and you could see how they respond when I play to them." They all laughed, louder, saying that they had never heard of plants enjoying music. They asked her, "Do plants have ears like us to enjoy your music?" No one believed her. Now let's see some new words. Knew no bounds means had no limits. Second, lodge a complaint means make an official complaint about something. Third, distant. Distant means far away. Next one, ridicule. Ridicule means mockery. Next, deter. Deter means discourage. Next, mission. Mission means an important job. Now we are going to see important points or explanation of the extract. Revathi's grief knew no bounds. Knew no bounds, it is a phrase. The meaning of this phrase is have no limits. Grief means unhappiness or sad. Revathi was very sad and there was no limit for her sadness because her potted plant was lost. She went around and asked everyone. She asked her neighbors and she went everywhere to find that potted plant. But potted plants could not find. She could not lodge a complaint for a pot of plants. She felt very sad because she thought that everything was lost. Because that plants were not only plants but also her friends, music lovers. She did not mind she would not get prize, but she really missed her plants because she had grown very fond of them. They were her friends who enjoyed her music, so she missed them very wholeheartedly. That evening, all her friends were going to the prize distribution ceremony. Ceremony, it is a one kind of function or program. That evening, her all friends were going to prize distribution, but she did not want to attend that program. But her friends forced means insisted her to go to that program. Her friends insisted her to attend the program, so she went for the program. As she went for the program, she watched that the potted plants were displayed on the bench. Revathi was shocked, surprised, because there was her pot of plants on a bench with the name of distant neighbor as the competitor. So she got shocked when she saw this. Revathi knew that it was her pot of plants. So she went to the organizers. Organizer means a group of people who arrange the event or program. So she went to the organizers to show and told them about it. But the organizers refused to believe that Revathi's plants were music lovers. The organizers said that plants did not have ears like ours to listen to music. They had never heard of plants enjoying music, hence they refused to believe that Revathi's plants were music lovers. Instead of listening Revathi, organizers said to Revathi, the lady who submitted that plant is a regular participant. How can we doubt her? Revathi thought deeply. She thought that how to convince the organizers. So she sat for a few minutes looking towards plants and she decided she had planned in her mind. She planned to convince the organizers that the plants were hers. Because Revathi knew that her plants were music lovers. She planned to play the violin and show the organizers how her plants responded to her music and bent their stems towards her. This would convince them that the plants were hers. So she ran home and returned with violin and started playing violin. As she started playing violin, organizers started laughing. But organizers' laughing did not discourage to Revathi because she believed that her plants were music lovers and they will definitely move towards her. They all laughed louder and louder and no one was ready to believe her. I know my plants. What kind of tense in this sentence? It is simple present tense. My plants are music lovers. Identify the type of sentence. It is a statement. They all laughed louder. Louder. What is the category of word louder? It is adverb. They all laughed louder. Identify the subject and predicate. They all subject. Laughed louder predicate. They asked her. Change the voice. She was asked by them. Do plants have ears like us to enjoy your music? Type of sentence. It is verbal interrogative sentence. No one believes her. Is it negative or positive sentence? It is negative sentence because no negation is in sentence. This way we have seen this extract today. Now we are going to see some vocabulary. Add prefix to make opposites. First one, place. Opposite, misplace or displace. Second word, believe. Opposite of believe, disbelieve. Third word, regular. Opposite of regular, irregular. Use the following expressions to make sentences of your own. First expression is given here, knew no bounds. My joy knew no bounds when I got out of marks. Second, flash across one's mind. When Ria saw the tears in Mina's eyes, it flashed across her mind that there was some problem. Third expression, not to deter. The loss of her leg did not deter Sudha Chandran from dancing. Now here we are going to see some grammar questions. Question number 1. There was her pot of plants. Underline the nouns. Nouns are pot, plants. Second, they asked her. Identify the tense. It is simple past tense. Here I have given assignment for you. Students, you must solve it in your notebook. Activity number 1. Simple factual. Who said to whom? First one. Do plants have ears? Second. I know my plants. Activity number 2. Complex factual. Answer the following questions. Question number 1. What shock did Revathi receive on prize distribution day? Question number 2. Explain how Revathi planned to convince the organizers that the plants were hers. Activity number 3. Vocabulary. Write the meanings of 1. Deter, 2. Distant, 3. Mission, 4. Ridicule. Activity 4. Grammar. There are 2 questions. Question number 1. There was her pot of plants. Identify the type of sentence. 2. Revathi knew that her plants were music lovers. Underline the subject and the predicate. Last activity, personal response. What would have been your reaction if you had been in Revathi's place and seen someone else's name on your pot of plants? What would you have done? In this way, I have given here 5 activities. Students, you must solve these activities by reading extract once or twice and write in your classwork. Thank you.